Today we are making a vintage recipe, old-timey favorite, southern green beans. Some people call them smothered green beans, but you know what they are, those green beans that are cooked with bacon and onion and garlic and all the good things. Well, the problem with those is that you have to simmer them for like 2 hours for them to get all of that flavor and just absolute deliciousness. But I have a way of making the same delicious green beans in less than 20 minutes. And here they look. It's got all of the bacon and green beans and onions and the juice that it cooks in. So good. So let's go get started. Most of the time when somebody makes Southern style or smothered green beans, the green beans are simmered for 1 to 2 hours. And they come out absolutely delicious, smoky, bacony, garlicky, really, really good. But, you know, I like the flavor without all of that cooking time. So I have a way of doing it where I get all of the flavor without all of the cooking time, and it's just delicious. And so that's what we're going to do today. If you've never snapped green beans, and I can't imagine that nobody has, but not everybody remembers sitting on their grandmother or aunt's back porch snapping green beans in the summertime. So I'm going to show you how to do it. You're going to get fresh green beans and make sure that you trim the ends off. Now, when I buy the green beans, I get them in the bags where they're already trimmed because I'm super lazy. But to snap them, all you do is snap them right in the middle, like that. Just a quick snap. That just snaps them in half. It's a lot easier and quicker than cutting them, and it gets them kind of the right size that you're looking for when you're making these green beans. And the reason that they're called snapping them is, can you hear that little snap that happens when they're fresh? Now, I want to show you a quick trick for mincing garlic. You may know it, you may not, but one of the things I hate doing is standing here and chopping garlic and chopping it up real small. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take the flat of your knife and you're going to just hit it with the flat of your hand and smash that garlic. That way the peel comes right off. Which, or right off mostly. Then you're going to take this, and I will link to it below, and you just push it down firmly and rock it back and forth over the garlic clove. What happens then is, can you see that? The garlic clove gets pushed through the little holes, and your garlic is all minced. And then you just take your knife and slide it off right into your dish or whatever you're putting it in. So let's try that one more time. Make sure that you can see it. There's our garlic clove. We're going to put the flat of the knife on it, smash it, take the peel off, and then take our little garlic mincer chopper thingy here and firmly push down and rock until it all goes through, and you can feel when that happens. And there it is. See that? All the in there, and then a little bit on the other side. So when you put it in your dish, you want to take your knife and you want to scrape first one side and then the other. And then you don't want to let this go too long before you throw it in some hot soapy water, because if the garlic dries in there, it's really hard to get out. Cook your green beans till they're as tender as you like. So that could be anywhere from 5 to maybe 10 minutes. So we'll pour our green beans in here, add some salt, and I'm going to fill this with water, and I'll see y'all back here in a minute. While the green beans are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and fry up the bacon, and I want it to get really good and crisp. Once the bacon's all crispy and cooked, you're going to put in your onions. Oops. And give them a good stir. At this point, you definitely want to turn the heat down. Now, I use about twice as many onions as what my recipe calls for because I really like the onion flavor. But, you know, do it whatever way you want. If you don't like onions at all, just leave them out. Or cut them big enough that your onion haters can pick them out. Or double the number of onions and put those in there. When the onions start to get translucent, you want to go ahead and put in your garlic. If you put it in too early, it's going to scorch, and scorched garlic tastes really awful. All right, after about 2 minutes, you're going to go ahead and add your flour. This is going to act as a thickener and thicken up the sauce that it cooks in. After you add the flour, you want to cook it for 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes to make sure that you get the raw flour taste out. Just keep stirring it around and watch the flour doesn't burn. Turn it down if you need to. All right, after about 2 minutes, you're going to go ahead and add the stock. The vinegar, salt and pepper, only I'm using seasoned salt, so I'm just putting that in once. And then we're just going to cook this and stir it until it starts to thicken up. Now, the reason that we're having to thicken this is because when you simmer the green beans for 2 hours, the juices and everything evaporate and the sauce that's on it gets thick and rich. But since we're cutting corners with this and saving time, the flour helps to do the same thing without the 2 hours. Once this starts thickening up, we're going to go ahead and add the green beans. And then you're just going to stir. And honestly, I forgot to add the sugar, so I'm going to add that now. I don't know if you're anything like me. I forget stuff. It was just sitting here and I just happened to see it. It's not going to hurt it if you add it at the end. Just make sure that you cook it long enough that all of the sugar crystals dissolve. I almost said evaporate. And you want the green beans to be completely covered in this sauce. And then the green beans are already cooked, so you don't need to cook them for long, but I like to cook them long enough that they get a chance to kind of soak up the sauce a little bit. And there they are, all finished green beans with bacon and onion and garlic and a delicious kind of tangy, slightly sweet sauce. So good. Let's get some of these on a plate. You can just see how rich that sauce is and how messy I am. The bacon and the onions and the garlic, really delicious. Just take a look at these, y'all. Look at that. The bacon and the sauce on the green beans. The onions are cooked down. They are so good. They look delicious, they smell delicious, and it only took 20 minutes. This is my kind of food. When I was a kid, my parents always had a vegetable garden, and we would eat a lot of vegetable-only dinners all summer long. And one of my favorites was to go and get those fresh green beans and sit on the porch with my mom and snap them, and then make something like this, but it took so much longer. This has got all that old-fashioned flavor. It's got the bacon, the smokiness, the saltiness, a little tang from the vinegar, a little sweet from the sugar, the onions, everything. I hope you're going to try this because it is absolutely delicious. So I'm going to go for now. I'll see y'all next week. And don't forget to subscribe. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Gosh, what do I want to say? They really are good. Oh my gosh, they really are good.